Dre, you good? Alright, I'm gonna leave that open so you can come in. You want more food, Dre? Dre, you want more food, buddy? Dre, you want more food? Okay, hey. I'll leave that thing open so you can come in and out. Good thing. But don't get used to that, cause it's cold as fuck. Okay, so alrighty. Now that we have the sequence, I showed you guys how to sequence this beat. What I'm gonna do right now is instead of keeping it repetitive the way it is right now, I want to make it a little bit more interesting. So for the intro, we're just gonna keep the intro the way it is, and then when it drops, we're just gonna keep it like that. But over here, we're gonna kind of spice it up a little bit, cause from the hook to the verse, we need a little bit transition. Okay, this is how I do my transition. There you go. There we go. Okay, cool. And then now for the hi hat, we're gonna switch this up a little bit here. Super simple, nothing crazy. We're gonna keep this hat going, keep it more interesting. Revert back to this hat. We're gonna do something different. Okay, cool. So, let's see, what else can we add here? I'm gonna add this on the ones. Okay, watch this. Keep it interesting, you know. You see the okay, as a matter of fact, I have a different 808 idea in my mind. instead of keeping it going, I'm just gonna kind of put a little break in between. Uh, F with my jacket, I ain't had I found my that's good right there. So from this one here, we're gonna switch this and make it a little bit different. You know, just kind of give it like okay, well, a little bit more energy because the beat a little bit kind of sound a little bit too stale. So here we go. Now if I want to do something even different, cool. Delete all these, copy and paste. Delete all these. It actually sounds a little bit way better now. Okay, so now here's another situation though. If it feels a little bit too slow, so we're going to speed this up. So I'm gonna save this first, of course, and go to Tools, go to Macros, select the option that says Switch all audio clips to stretch, and every single audio clip that's over here is gonna be in stretch mode instead of auto mode. They have different mode: auto, stretch, stretch pro, and resample. Most of the time, it's going to be either be on resample or auto. So you want it in stretch. Reason why you want it in stretch mode. So when you speed this up, well, let me show you rather than tell you. Imagine I take this and I put it in auto. I never did that, right? When I speed this up, watch this. Oh wait, it doesn't do it. That's crazy. Anyway, take this and put it into resample, right? If I boost this up, that's crazy. It's not even doing it. Okay. I don't know why it's not doing it, but usually what it does, it technically stretch the entire audio forward, backward, and everything, and make it out of sync. So since it didn't do it, don't worry about it. I can show you in a different video before I go ahead and switch everything to stretch mode. I guess because I did the options of switching everything to stretch mode, so it already stretched out the entire audio. So now, even if I switch it to auto, it's still gonna retain the same parameters and everything. So what we're going to do right now is the same thing. I'm gonna speed this up. Imagine, since we're working on double time, all right, 190, like his most comfortable pocket is about 100 BPM. So technically speaking, I'm supposed to bring this to about 200 BPM. But we'll see how it's gonna sound. So, doing the relative of E flat is F sharp major. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna keep this on 3, but we're not gonna do it here because I just want to make sure. But we're gonna go here where the sample is. We're gonna pitch this down. There's two ways we can do it. Me, I like using this sound shifter by Wave because it's you can keep the mode in sync or transient or punch. I like to keep it smooth. And then now, when I tune the sample to a different key, like I said, -3, which now bring it to E flat minor or F sharp major. Now the only thing I need to do is take the 808 and bring it down 3. Since it's -3, very simple, right? We went from 0, 1, 2, 3. We're gonna do the same thing for the 808. Control Alt, Control A for everything. Hold down Shift, bring the down arrow key, right? Hold down Shift, and then the down arrow key, right? And then 1, 2, 3. So now it's at the right key now. It's on the right key now. Do the same thing for the rest of the patterns, for the 808 patterns that you know, because we did different patterns. 1, 2, 3. And I think that's pretty much it. 7, 8, 9. Yeah, there you go. Here we go. If you want to bring down the hat or the snare, keep the snare the same. Just bring down the 808. You know what I mean? If you change the key of the song or the sample, okay? Now it sounds something like something that you'll hop on. Definitely sound like something that you'll hop on right now. You may say, hey man, how you know? Well, let's put it this way. There's F major. I'm pretty sure there's an F sharp major here. F sharp minor. But if there's none, we're gonna have to switch it. Well, there is one. Vitamin C, F sharp major. At the key BPM of 120. Don't worry too much about the BPM. Still give them the same, give the artist the same thing, maybe a little bit slower, depends on the mood. Because my thing is, I'm listening to the sample because I don't want the sample to sound too rushed or too messed up. You still want to retain, some sort of, it has to make sense, okay? And there are 2 songs that are F sharp major, so that one will pass. Now you bring it up, you play for him, you be like, oh, okay, cool. And then whatever mood that he's in, he's gonna rap. So that's cooking up with intention, okay? That's how you cook up with intention. I'm gonna go for an actual crash. have one in my kit, but I have one that I always use. Let's see here. On the open hat, we're gonna go with this. Okay, let's do this instead. That sounds way cleaner. There we go. There you go. That sounds smooth. Something I was looking for something that's a little bit smoother instead of harsh. There we go. Let's add a little bit of reverb on it. You can add reverb on here. There you go. And add a little bit of stereo delay. Cool. Can go here, cut it a little bit more. Alrighty. Awesome. Sounds clean. Let's make sure that the levels are right. Bring this up a little bit. Okay, the 808, bring this 808 a little bit louder. Matter of fact, instead of bringing the whole 808 louder by itself, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna copy every single thing. Select everything, and then bring them up by at least 2 decibels. that I love doing, this is personal taste, okay? I like to wrap my channel. So from here, you see these little down arrows in the mixer? I'm gonna go ahead. While this track 2 is highlighted where the sample is, I'm gonna select one of these empty channels. Doesn't matter which channel. I'm gonna select this one here, and I'm gonna click this arrow here. So now it is sending the signal from this, and it's also routing the signal down here and also to this channel too. So now in this channel, I can add a reverb. I'm gonna add a reverb. You can add anything to this one here. It makes the sound to manipulate the sound even further. I'm gonna do 2.8 on this one, and I'm gonna do 20. Actually, I'm gonna show you guys a trick. What I usually do, so I can have the proper reverb playing. There's a site called anotherproducer.com. From there, you go to tools, and then you go to pre, delay, and reverb time calculator. And then you type in the BPM of that you're working on, and now reverb size, delay size. So now I'm gonna make sure it's a large room. So 1,312.5 millisecond to seconds is 1.3 seconds. Okay, so we're gonna do 1.3. And of course, what else? We're gonna look into the pre-delay. It's 20.83. So which is technically 20 is good, but we're gonna do 20.83. Dial it in. This is how it's going to sound like. You see how it sounds brighter now? That's what it sounded before. This is what it sounds when I write the channel. Metronome. This is what I use a metronome for most of the time. Not only for guidance, but also as far as the level that I want to hear the beat. If I hear the metronome slightly above the beat, then that means the vocal will be singing right on top of that. And then of course, they're gonna mess the beat when they ask you for the stems. I'm gonna show you guys exactly how to stem out your beat in FL Studio, so you can send it for engineer that needs to mix the song. Let me stop this for a second. Let me reiterate what I was gonna say. I'm gonna show you guys how to stem out your beat. I mean, when I say stem out, meaning each of these individual tracks bounce out individually, and then you're gonna put them in a zip folder and send it out to whoever to the engineer whenever they ask for it, so they can properly mix the song. Okay? Because if you can just send it with the beat like this, that's cool. However, if you want your song to be hit, acoustic, if you want the song to be dynamically and acoustically hitting right, you want to stem out the beat. Once you stem out the beat, then they're gonna mix the entire everything together with the vocal, with the effect they add on the vocal. They might add a little bit of effect here and there, and cut a little bit on the 808 so it doesn't really be, so it doesn't really clash out with too much things. Because, right now we're doing things, but in the studio, it's a different environment and it's much more tuned, acoustically tuned. So therefore, the engineer will be able to pick up on the imperfections on the beat or the song, and then they'll be able to clean it out. But beware, not all engineers are able to mix a song properly, so they can fuck up the whole beat too. You know what I mean? Because if the shit sound fucked up, nobody ain't gonna wanna listen to it. So you wanna be you wanna be cautious with that. Okay, so now that we have this, so the beat is technically done and finished. So I showed you guys, yeah, the beat is pretty much done now. Okay, to recap, showed you exactly how to import a sample here, how to find the BPM, the tune in for the beat, right BPM for the sample. So therefore, you can just get to cooking. We went ahead and trimmed the little front end, the little emptiness in the front end, so everything can hit on the ones. You know what I mean? On the down, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. That's what I mean by that. You should know it by now. And of course, we went ahead and cut the drums. Okay. I add the markers here to kind of give you a reference how to track out your beat. Okay. How to arrange your beats, not track out, how to arrange your beat. Wrong term I used before. And of course, how to do sound selection. I went with the Detroit vibe because that we do a Miami motion music, and with a little bit of soulful, jazzy feeling because of the sample, of course. And we went ahead and I showed you guys how to tune the sample to a different key signature than it usually be, because originally it was B minor. Now as I play the beat, you can see that it is the key of F sharp major relative to E flat minor. Okay, so it's the same key, literally. F sharp major and E flat minor is the same thing. If you want to know more about that, check out my other video explaining exactly the key signature, and it's in the scale video. So if you check out the scale video, I'll go in much more details with the key signatures of any song. Okay, in theory. And of course, when I select the sounds, what I'm absolutely looking for is, for example, this little, it's actually an open hat, but it's technically a crash. But I use it it's an open hat, but I use it as a crash because it's like hit. And I showed you guys how to add delay on it to fit it to taste, EQ it a little bit, and of course I showed you guys how to do your leveling. All right, and everything as a reference is, of course, you gotta make sure everything is not too loud or standing out more than the rest. Let's take this down a little bit more. That's perfect. And of course, on the master channel, make sure you always have the soft clipper on. So when you're soft clipper, so you make sure your thing is not peaking. Your 808 can go above 0, to taste. See right now, it's slightly above 3. It goes above 0. But guess what? If you do the 808 goes above 0, it's not going above 0 over here. That's what matters, okay? So this is it for how you can, cut a sample and get a sample and cut it. That's one part of it, how to do it, but that's the basic. Practice this as much as possible until it becomes your technique, and then you will develop your own routine, your own technique of how to do things further that's going to suit you. So everything I'm doing right now, it suits me. You're going to find your own way of doing things, but you, of course, by learning the basic, you'll be able to take this and then escalate it to a different, tier within your world, okay? Thank you for tuning in. Stay tuned for the next video.